I have a soft tub with a gfci cord installed on it. It worked fine for 5 months last year. This year it worked fine for about 2 months, then it started tripping. I could reset and test, and then it would be fine. I thought maybe it was the electrical outlet possibly, so I tried some other outlets. It started leaving what looked like char marks on the bigger prong side. I have not plugged it back in. I was wondering what could be causing the problems. It is the right voltage and amps for it. Could it possibly be the heating element in my tub, or the gfci cord attached to it? I took apart the gfci plug part. It is past its warranty, and the wires look fine and appear to be attached just fine as well. I'm stumped as what to do, and I no longer use the outlets I had it plugged into.
How old is the system in question? And have you consulted an electrician yet?
I purchased this in June of 2016, and no, I have not contacted an electrician yet due to funding.
Do you plan on doing the work yourself?
If I can figure out what the problem is, I will.
Anything else we should know to help you best?
The spa did give me some error codes. One was water temp too high. The spa is not able to go over 104, so I set it a few degrees lower. It still displayed the code a few more times. Another time the code was system error, but it did not trip. The unit was still on and blowing warm water into the spa. The first outlet I used was the one on the back of my house outside. That outlet was never charred, but it does not work at all anymore. There is also nothing tripped in the breaker box as well. So I am confused as to why that outlet will not work anymore. The charred plugs were used with an approved outside extension cord ran into the home. My plugs are 120 volts 15 amp.
Hi, if you could explain to me, just to be clear, you have a spa and then you have an extension cord to a GFCI outlet? And how long is the cord? And what are the char marks on?
The spa has a GFCI cord already attached to it. I plugged it into an outdoor extension cord. It is about 8 feet long. The char marks are on an inside outlet, where the bigger plug opening is, which I am assuming is the neutral wire. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, it does make sense. You're doing well. What I think is happening is that the 8-foot cord you have is undersized and probably doesn't match the gauge of wire of the cord coming off of the spa. So when you have a step down with the size of the wire, or thickness, it could cause a problem because the wire will heat from the spa and trip at the GFCI. If you have 2 GFCIs, that could cause it to trip more. So what I would start off with is change the 8-foot cord to a beefed up 10 to 12 gauge stranded cord, depending on what gauge you can read off of the spa cord if it is printing alongside of it. Change out that receptacle that is charred. Is it a GFCI? And we'll take it from there. Please let me know when you do get them changed. Thanks, Eddie.
I got a new cord. I took in a picture of the soft tub specifications, and a picture of the writing on the cord attached to the tub. I went to Ace Hardware and they got me a heavy-duty one with a 10G cord. I plugged it into a separate outlet that it has not been plugged into yet. So far so good. I'll keep an eye on it and see if it works out okay. I have not replaced the other outlets as of yet. The ideal situation would be to connect the soft tub directly to the outdoor outlet, but it is completely dead. Nothing is tripped in the fuse box either. I will probably have to replace that one and test it to make sure it is getting juice. I will update you if I encounter a problem with it in the next 24 hours. I will also let you know how it's doing as well. I turned on the heating and it is working still. It takes a long time to heat up, about 2 to 3 degrees an hour. Right now it is a 76 degrees and it gets up to 104. So hopefully by tomorrow morning it will be ready.
Sounds like we are getting there. When you turn back on the breaker, be sure to turn it all the way to the off position first and then all the way back to the on. Keep in mind that it may not only be the outlet that went bad, but you could also have a bad breaker in the box, so let me know if you don't know how to test that. Okay, looking forward to hearing from you tomorrow. Good luck, Eddie. PS, ideally the spa should be on a dedicated circuit. But make sure not too much is on the new outlet you tapped into. Thanks, Eddie.
Hi, sorry I got busy and didn't have time, I do apologize. Yes, the spa is working just fine, thank you. I will refit the burnt outlets with GFCIs at another time when I can dedicate more time than I have now to do it. My breaker box is old, and not everything is labeled. All the switches are in the on position, and all my inside outlets are working. I am not sure which one feeds the outside outlet. Thank you again. Oh, if you want to let me know how to test the breakers, that would be great, thanks.
You would need a 2-prong tester. And you have to take off the panel cover and need to be careful about what you touch. Namely the bus bar. If you are okay with that, let me know. But I think we can forego all of that, being you're up and running again. I trust you were able to make an informed decision, or better yet, your problem was resolved. Or will be. If you need anything else home improvement wise, construction, decorating, or any kind of repairs, etc., please look for me. It has been a pleasure. Customer/P.
Hi, I haven't gotten around to changing over to the GFCIs yet, or testing the breakers. My soft tub worked for a while, but started flashing E96 system error again. When it does this, it stops heating and beeps repeatedly while flashing the code until I hit reset on the GFCI. The booklet says to unplug for a while and try again. Whenever it gets to 76 degrees, it starts flashing it. I have taken the GFCI attached to it apart and it looks fine. I have also opened up the base to look at the wires, and everything looks fine. I'm not exactly sure what is wrong with it, but I will have to take it down soon anyways because it has started to cool down into the 40s at night here. Any thoughts onto what might be causing it to flash the error code? Thanks, smile.
After we get the GFI swapped out, maybe we can change the cord from the spa to. It's not that hard.
Thanks for the reply. Should I start by replacing my outlet to the house with a GFI? I don't have any GFI outlets to my house at all. The only GFI I have now is attached to the cord to the spa, that is where it is tripping, and then I have to reset it. No breakers are tripping at all in the breaker box.
I don't understand. I thought we were talking about the GFI to the spa. The other outlet that you are speaking of is where, and why do you need to change that one?
I wasn't sure, I was confused too. The spa's cord has a GFI attached to it. I'm thinking I have to change the whole GFI and cord to the spa. Because the wires run from the spa all through the cord to where it attaches to the plug-in piece at the end. I hope that makes more sense. I don't know how I would be able to change just the GFI part when it extends up into the spa all within the same cord. There are 3 sets of wires attached to the plug-in piece. I don't know if I can put a picture on here or not, but I could take one easily. It might be easier to see, rather than explaining.
Yes, I was going to suggest some photos. Take a couple of overall ones, not to close in with the camera. How to send a photo or file instructions. http://worldwar2.justanswer.com/help/ how do I send photo or file expert HL. Thanks.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.